Poe and Munro.
Dark Nights with Poe and Munro is an episodic FMV supernatural mystery game made by the developers of The Infectious Madness of Dr. Decker. The game is broken up into 6 30-minute episodes and follows 2 late-night radio presenters as they stumble into supernatural hijinks in the quiet English village of August. Now, if you haven't heard of either of these titles, then you're not alone. I knew next to nothing about these games when it released. Judging by the trailer, I was expecting your run-of-the-mill FMV romp. Maybe a bit corny, but otherwise entertaining. What I got was definitely not run-of-the-mill. Now, I won't spoil anything, but let's just say that after the first episode, I'm thinking, okay, the acting is a bit hammy, but I'm curious to see where this goes. The second episode left me wondering what kind of drugs the writers had been on, and by the end of the game, I had no idea what could have gone on in that writer's room, but maybe drugs could have f***ing helped this disaster.
Well, handle them carefully, in case they open a portal to another world.
Could do with one.
Let's start with the main characters. You have Poe, who is a f***ing creep, and Munro, who I'm guessing is supposed to be the ditzy one, but is instead just written way too dumb.
Say hello, Munro.
Hello, Munro.
In fact, the whole game is full of characters saying and doing things that no real person would ever say or do. And as for the story, it's batshit ridiculous. I mean, you can see that they've taken great inspiration from shows like The X-Files and The Twilight Zone, but that just kinda makes it worse. You can see exactly what they were trying to do, and that just makes it all the more jarring to see it done so f***ing badly. In fact, it's so bad they could have written a 7th episode using predictive text on their phones and no one would notice the difference.
Poe and Munro were at the studio when they were attacked by someone who was actually in the bed with me and my sister.
Not only that, but the main decision mechanic is just broken. I mean, what the hell am I even supposed to be deciding here? So, in summary, the writing is just bad, the story is an absolute show, and the acting is hammy as f***. So, that's it, right? Downvote, bad game, do not play this. Well...
Don't raise your glasses too soon.
You see, the worst sin a game can commit is being forgettable. Just so painfully average that you forget it ever existed as soon as you stop playing. This was not one of those games. I could not put this game down. I was just having too much fun. Every time this game pulled another bullshit plot twist out of nowhere that made no fucking sense whatsoever, I was laughing my ass off at the sheer absurdity of it all. That is an actual line that somebody wrote, someone else approved, and then actors spoke. And none of them had a problem with that. This game's gone from what the f to so many different degrees of what the f in like a single conversation. And that kind of redeems it in a weird way. If it was just bad, I would have put it down right then and there, but this game went one step beyond that. It became a multi-car pileup that you just couldn't look away from. And I know a lot of you are thinking it, but I can't help but make comparisons to another piece of media that is so bad it's unintentionally amazing. The Room.
I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
I doubt it will gain the same level of infamy, but it is the only thing that comes to mind when I'm trying to think of what to compare this game to. It was exactly that kind of glorious insanity that made me really enjoy it, as well as the hilarious knowledge that there's no fucking way they made the game this bad on purpose. So I can confidently say, sincerely and unironically, that if you loved The Room, you will really enjoy this game.
Around midnight, you're on Wolf Lane. At the same time, an organisation I can't name is testing a...
You just named it twice, with 2 different spellings!